What's up vlog? Welcome to another episode of Nico's Yaps. So this is actually a new format I'm establishing. Right now I am in my dream car, the Audi R8. We're now on the way to a nice ass, little calm ass spa, and basically we'll just be yapping, bruh. I just want to take you guys on a day in the life. It's actually halfway through. The sun is going down in the background right now. I'm sitting in my dream car on the way to a nice spot. Yes, I know, good ass spot. And basically just want to give you guys an update. Where have I been? Maybe just give you guys some background information. Just gonna show you guys the behind the scenes of Dubai, my favorite spots actually. So I have two spots in mind that I already want to show you, where I usually take my dates. So take a seat on my passenger princess seat, and then I'll let you know about business, creators, scaling, personal brand, one-on-one, anything that you guys would want to know. As you guys know, I'm the master of Yap, but also at the same time, if we look at the right hand side, this is actually a super nice view over the marina. I don't know if you can hear the, oh yeah, this is so nice. Actually super funny about the car. Let me tell you something about the car as well. So usually I always rent from luxury supercars Dubai, because this is where I go and film for the car race as well. And guys, you know the rule, if you take, you always gotta give back. So when I rent a car, I also want to rent it from, bro, I hate fucking traffic in Dubai. Like, people are so fucking annoying. They literally don't want to let somebody switch lines. So, talking about the car, they literally brought the car to me dirty, engine light is on, and in the seat, the seat is broken. There's a small metal pipe, some small thing in my bag all the time, and it's literally so fucking uncomfortable. I told them, like, bro, what the fuck is this? Yeah, that with the engine light is normal. Like, I know for the engine light, I'm not too strict about that. Like, I don't give a fuck. That's that their problem with the warranty. I was driving the car super normal, and I literally just have it for, like, I got it yesterday night, so I have it for maybe 15 hours. And then this seat thing is super annoying. Like, with the engine, I know when I was working for Enterprise Rent-A-Car, we had many times the same problem as well. And I always had to convince the customer that everything's fine, because yeah, obviously, what the fuck do you want to do? Like, it's not the end of the world when the engine light goes on. So I'm not super sensitive when we talk about the engine light, but the seat is so annoying. It's literally pinching my back all the time. And then I told them, like, yo, this is super uncomfortable. Then they told me, yeah, we can change you with a different car. Okay, cool. What cars do they have available? Just much worse cars. Give me a day for free, give me the fuel for free, just do anything, bro. Like, service-wise, this was actually the second time that I had bad experiences at LSR. Usually I was renting my cars at Rotana Star, and I was actually impressed that it was so good with them last time that I was like, okay, let me try luxury supercars again. And I'll be honest, like, first of all, the cars are super used. But yeah, one thing I do have to admit with them is they are super fast and super easy, and they have actually good prices. Like, I remember last time, or when I saw a YouTube video from Ahmed, I have to say I'm a huge fan of Ahmed. I don't want to be putting his rental car company now in a bad light, but also at the same time they could be doing so much better. Like, it's just easy things such as, I don't know, better customer service. I'm also super flexible. I'm an entrepreneur myself. I know customer service is super annoying, but everyone's always happy if you offer them something good. But then they were just not responding to me anymore, so I was like, yeah, okay, then just fuck it. But yeah, this is basically a, what's it called, a convertible. Right now it's super hot, so I don't know if I actually want to put the rooftop down, maybe later. For now, I'll actually also put down the camera, because I need to focus on finding the way to the spot, and I'll pick up the camera as soon as we'll arrive, and then we'll actually talk a bit about business, guys. Okay, so we just arrived. Put in the handbrake. Beautiful. We also get the keys, and now we are cooking. Oh shit, it's hot and it's bright. So beautiful ass car. We're looking at what kind of car spec are we looking at? We're looking at Audi R8 2000. I guess this is, I actually have no fucking clue from which year this is. Nice black badges. Then this is the convertible one. The only thing I don't like about the convertible one, I'm gonna be honest, I hated convertibles a few months ago when I had this car in green before from a different rental car company. was like, holy shit, convertibles are actually super crazy. But the thing with the convertibles is they don't have the nice spoiler in the back. So this is one thing that I kind of miss on this car, which makes the decision harder when buying this car. Should I either go for the version with the big spoiler, which is not the convertible, because on the convertible having a big spoiler at the, like right here, would look super trash. So then I'd probably have to go for the hardcover. But yeah, guys, be honest, this looks sick. Also, we have this beautiful background. I'm gonna be filming some short form Arthur's YouTube vlog, but for now, let's enjoy this view. And let me tell you something about business. So, because there's nothing more beautiful than driving this car. Actually, I arrived 2 days ago. First day in Dubai, I rented this car. Why? Not only because I got scammed in Germany, and in Dubai you can actually do this at midnight. Like, I was running my VIP group call on Friday night, no, on Saturday night. Whilst I was having the group call, I was already talking to the rental car company, and they were like, yeah, it's just a 30-minute delivery and then we are ready. So I was like, okay, I'm anyways hooking up with this one girl, might as well come pick her up, because I actually wanted to drive a supercar. And if you guys forgot, 2-3 weeks ago in Germany, I was trying to rent a car as well, which was double the price, and I actually got scammed. Like, I sent the money online and they never arrived. So talking about that, if you have a fucking store which is printing all the time, and you literally have to spend money in order to make money. I think it's Karl Lagerfeld. He actually said you have to throw money out the window in order for the money to come back inside home through the door. Something like that. I'm not a fucking poet. But what I can tell you guys is that this background is sick, and I'm actually super genuinely grateful that first of all, I'm back in Dubai. I have a crazy ass apartment, and that now the dream of owning a supercar is becoming more realistic day by day. Okay, so I think main things we should be talking about is probably Q4. Q4 is coming up, and last year I was making so much money in Q4, and I could have probably made so much more money if I would have done the right things. But my old coach unfortunately told me that, yeah, Q4 is not a magic spell. You don't have to think of it too much. It's just what it is. It's just a small amplifier. No, bro. Q4 for me was fucking insane. But also at the same time, it's not like I've just been chilling my nuts and then there was some crazy outcome. I was also putting out so much work. But in Q4, I actually realized the most that, oh my God, this is actually possible. So that being said, for Q4, preparation is super important, and then also the execution. Just do as much as you can. If you, by the way, right now thinking about, okay, I'm already making some money, should I quit my job just to focus more on organic dropshipping? Yes, bro. In Q4, you're gonna make so much more time. If you have a 9-to-5 right now, which you hate, but you're on the edge of quitting, I highly recommend you quit, because this Q4 you're gonna go crazy. So that's the first thing. The more time you have, the more time you can actually focus on output, because the thing with organic at the end of the day is the more you put out to the world, the more money you will be making. If you're just able to upload 1, 2, 3 videos a day, that is unfortunately nowadays not enough. Nowadays, if you actually want to be successful with organic dropshipping, you either need to know very good strategies about Instagram, TikTok Shop, how to manage all these platforms, or if you're only good at content, you need to be a content machine. So if all you do, you don't know any strategies, you don't know how to replicate success, but all you know is how to go viral, is then you just have to create more content, because then you can still easily manage all of this and you can still go crazy in Q4. So that being said, more time, more output equals more money in Q4. That is super, super important. And I highly recommend anybody who has not tried my bulk editing strategy yet to start doing it now, because in Q4, it's gonna be lit. Like, you, bare minimum, like I promise you guys, if you upload 10 videos a day consistently, entire Q4, that's like 90 days, you will make 6 figures. Depending on the product that you obviously run. But the people that are in my VIP, they don't have the worst product selection knowledge, so I assume you guys will be more or less good. That's the first thing. Then let's talk about preparation. That's like base. Outcome equals more input. More input equals more outcome equals more money. That being said, preparation. What products would I do? When would I start doing all of the products? What content would I do? So I'd start doing content research. Actually, not too early, because trends in Q4, they always kind of switch up, and the content overall is not too hard to do. Like, you, especially
for the Christmas concept, all you need is a Christmas tree, some Christmas hooks, and you just reuse the same old, what's she called, Mariah Carey or so, like the old, like the Christmas songs. That's it. That's all you kind of need to do for content. But talking about that, I also have a Q4 weekly bootcamp right now in the VIP. So usually we just have 2 weekly group calls plus the course and the chats and everything else that you get. But right now in the VIP, I kind of gave you guys more of my time. So we run 1 weekly extra call every single Wednesday where all we do is just talk about Q4, and it's basically like a blueprint. So last week we started out with our game plan. Next up we have the product, then we have the content, and we'll go all over it. So by the time being, if you should see this video in time, you can still join and you can still participate in the bootcamp. We also have the calls recorded, so you haven't missed out in the beginning. As soon as you upgrade to VIP in the Discord community, which is only $100 a month, you get access to all of that and you can make the best out of your Q4. That being said, for now, out of my head, because I also prepare all of these lessons and I try to come up with as much source as I can on the spot. So now on the spot, when I'm thinking about content, the only thing I honestly can think about is Q4 specific hooks, sound, background, and obviously products. So if you sell a summer product in Q4, that obviously makes probably no sense. But if you think about now making the transition towards products, what products should you run in Q4? Rugs, calendars, and all of those things that are kind of seasonal, but mixed with evergreen products. That's like a very good rule of thumb. Never always go for seasonal products, but also never go for evergreen products, because you need to have a healthy mix of both. Why is that? Because high risk, high reward. If you always, like, obviously we all want to make as much money as possible, which is why I'm saying ideally you have a good mix of both. It's the same as with crypto and with stocks. Obviously with stocks you can maybe make like 10% increase per year, okay, but if you invest some of that money into crypto, you can maybe go up to 200%. But obviously crypto, coins and everything is much more risky. But it's the same with the products. Like the seasonal products, you can assume, let's just say that's like the crypto products, right? The crypto coins. Those always have a lot of potential, but they can also die out very soon, very fast. So they are only pump and dump products. But Halloween is coming up. I would highly recommend anyone to try Halloween products. The Halloween calendar is going crazy, by the way. I've seen so many people making money with that. And actually just on Friday, I had one person in my VIP call. He made 10K in 2 weeks with the Halloween calendar. And I told him, bro, just go full send on this and you'll easily make 6 figures with that. Then we have the Christmas calendars as well. And one tip I can give all of you guys is, in order to kind of minimize the competition, because that is something that happened to the people with the Halloween calendar. It's a normal AliExpress product. Like, people could source it so easy, but if it's kind of custom made, you have the edge, because then the barrier to entry is so much higher. It takes more time for people to copy, and usually if you're the first person with a new product, it takes like more than 3 months for competitors to get the samples, get the product at home, and so on and so forth. So for Christmas, if you're early on the trend with a custom calendar, you will be cooking. And yes, I'm by the way looking into something like that as well, but I can also tell you guys, this is more like advanced people. If you haven't made your first money online, I wouldn't do it, just because of the fact that the time you put into that is not worth the output. Like, you already need to know how to do content, you already need to have established stores, otherwise you'll just be burning time and money, because the samples, I can guarantee you the first sample you get is probably also not going to be the best one. So that being said, I was actually already preparing for products. I'm doing it right now. I have 2 products being shipped out already. I'm doing it in combination with TikTok Shop and Organic as well. I have the other TikTok Shop business that I'm working on with Alex as well over Q4 as well, which is something we'll run up with all creators. And then I also want to go full send this Q4. Like, I'll log in so much. My goal is to work like 10 to 15 hours every single day. And I definitely want to do 2-3 products myself again, and content creation as well. Just because of the fact I feel like I'm a fucking content beast. And just imagining if I just do 10 uploads a day with my quality, that's 900 uploads, almost 1,000 uploads in entire Q4, bro. If that is not making me at least 6 figures, I don't know what else is gonna do. But yeah, let's switch scenery for a second so you guys can see the beautiful, my home, I'd say. Like, I actually live somewhere here. This is the address. This is the Ferris wheel. Somewhere here we have the Rixos, where Mike Thurston lives, if anybody knows him. And let's place the camera right here. So, talking about products, preparation, what products am I running and what products can you run? So, I'd say the calendar is very good. If you are a beginner, you can go for the normal calendars for sure. If you are like more advanced, I would always try give products a custom edge, because that's always killing competitors. That's something I'm telling all of my people in the inner circle, like the people who I work with one-on-one. I literally tell them, do exactly this, but tweak this so you don't have too many competitors coming onto this product. That's the first thing. Then another product I would definitely run is anything about Christmas. Like, people just buy decoration shit, and if you can find something that people cannot buy in physical stores but they can still need it for Christmas. For example, last year I think Tilo, who's another organic dropshipper, he ran up like a cool Christmas tree. That was actually super cool, but I think he started too late. That is something you can do as well. So for Christmas, try finding products that everybody needs or everybody wants just because it's Christmas, because on Christmas everybody's just spending randomly money. But keep in mind, they shouldn't be able to easily buy it on Amazon or in a physical store. Like, those are two very important components. By the way, here in the background, you can see how many yards are actually coming out all the time in Dubai. It's like probably each minute 5 yards passing by. So we covered the product, we covered what you should do. Do as much as you can, bro. This is super, super important. A few notes I would want to touch on as well is probably going to be mindset in Q4 and what to do at the end of Q4. Like, obviously, right now we can only touch on the very broad points. Everybody, as mentioned before, who really wants to know exactly what products to do, because right now we've just been covering maybe 1% of it. Everybody who really wants to know about the content and everything, then I highly recommend you check out the lessons either live if you upgrade soon enough, or you check out the call recordings from previous calls, depending on whenever you watch this YouTube video. I highly wish for you, or I absolutely hope for you, that you see this video in time. You can hop on the Q4 calls because everybody is already making money. It's actually super funny. My community is so good and so many people are making money. It was 50 bucks before, if you guys still remember. So I built up this group for free. Then it was 50 bucks a month for 2-3 months. And then I asked people, like, do you want to have one more call in Q4 where we literally just talk about Q4 24/7? And they said yes. But I said, obviously, because in Q4 my time's going to be more worth as well, more valuable, because I could spend that time on my own products with my creators and so on and so forth. So I said, okay, I'll raise the price for the VIP, double the price, 299 bucks. 100% voted for yes. So that's insane. This is just to give you an insight of what's actually happening inside the VIP. Because first of all, it's killing competition. Losers are now out. And literally the people inside VIP, they all know what they're paying for. Everyone is making the money 10 times back. And if we're being honest, like, you're paying for a value that is probably worth 10,000s of dollars, euros, whatever it might be. If you're not making the money yet, it's not our fault, bro. Like, we literally provide you with anything that you need, and then it's up to you. So that being said, you get everything, all the resources you need. If you want the full sauce, then just join inside and have a look yourself. So that being said, let's talk about mindset. I think mindset has recently became super important to me as well. I was never a big guru on mindset, but the more money I make, the more I realize actually mindset is super fucking important. The topic I talk about the most with my creators actually is always mindset. It's not how to do this video concept better, which product to do, how to do this, how to do that strategy. It is always the mindset. Obviously, I'm always leaking some crazy sauce, but besides that, it's always the mindset. People always tell me, this, that, I'm not sure, okay. And then I obviously have to motivate them. I'm more like a motivational coach rather than actually like a strategist. Can't be fucked with this. Look at this. Let's give this a 360 view. This is actually too sexy. In my latest VIP group call, I was also arguing with you guys what car we should go for when we buy it. Either the R8 or save another 100k for the 488 Ferrari or for the Lamborghini Huracan. Because the problem with that car is it depreciates in value so fucking fast. Okay, let's quickly touch on mindset before I have to start doing the short form content, otherwise the sun's gonna be down. And talking about mindset, first of all, if something's not working, first of all, try and find the trigger and then find the solution for it. Don't just cry about it, don't be emotional about it. This is actually something I see about in all of my creators' dropshipping career, is that they become too emotional and they try neglecting the fact that it's actually not helpful at all if you cry about it. Like, why are you such a fucking bitch, if we're being honest? Why are you so emotional? Just me, for example, nowadays, I don't have any emotions about my business. If, for example, one day I get busted with returns and I make minus on all my stores, next day, and imagine I would be crying about it, but then next day super happy again. Why would I even intrude those negative thoughts into my mind? It makes no sense. So I started realizing that slower and slower, and now I'm actually at a point where I just feel like when my creators are crying about me, I just feel like, yeah, okay, so what's the solution? And when you always implement that mindset, you'll see that first of all, your life is so much better because you never think negative. I truly try so hard to not spread any negative vibes or even have them around me. So as soon as one of my creators starts crying, I'll tell them, bro, one more word and I'll fucking hang up. Don't be so negative. Try to think positive about it. I know it's so fucking hard. Like recently we made 2 million views with a product which is usually converting 10k per million views, and it converted dog water. I do realize that as well. So what? Should we cry now? Should we jerk off each other? No, find the solution. Or why? Okay, let's fix it. Next time when we do it again, we figured we already solved the problem, so now we should actually be printing. This is also why so many people struggle with organic. They don't try to find the solution, they just cry about it all the fucking time. I would say I'm actually so successful with organic dropshipping because of the fact that I'm super solution oriented no matter what. I actually try to make the best out of everything. If a video is not high converting, okay, how can we make this video higher converting? Have you published a CTA? Is the CTA actually pinned? Is this a good CTA? Is the video caption a CTA? Do we have a story online? Is the link in bio working properly? All these things. Some people, when I go on their account and they tell me, yo, the video is not converting, and I see no CTA, I see no video caption, I see no pin profile, I see nothing. I'm like, bro, yeah, obviously you didn't deserve it. At the end of the day, I'm super strict with myself when it comes to money. I'm like, okay, I gotta deserve this sale. And if people already select like 9 out of 10 points and all they done is literally just upload the content and then think, okay, it's gonna convert by itself. No, bro, those times with organic are over. Obviously, I would love to see it myself if I just do the product video myself, upload it, and then convert. I feel like nowadays it's so fucking hard. Like you need the CTA, you need to really squeeze out everything out of the people. But yeah, that being said, always just try to be super solution oriented. And now I'd say we'll cut it. That was actually good as, yeah, we should do this more often. Like I should actually try more cars, just do a test review. This was sick, guys. I'll now try get a thumbnail. I'll probably not be able to do it, but I'll definitely squeeze out some short form content. If you are looking for some training out the box, we have the VIP. The VIP is more like a group coaching, so you don't have direct access to either Alex and me, like we're the head of this community, but you get product reviews channel, video reviews channel where the community itself is helping you, and you have 3 weekly calls. We have a dedicated Q4 call, which is super important. Like I'm stressing this in all my most recent YouTube videos because this is literally gonna be the biggest booster you're looking for Q4. We're diving into all the things you actually need, whether that be fulfillment, product, content creation, the whole 9 yards. If you actually want the hand-guided process, which I also obviously recommend, is the one-on-one with Alex and me. Reach out through the type form down below or send me a DM either on Instagram, nico.again, or on Discord, and we can talk, bro. That being said, we take on any beginner or any advanced. The only requirement we have is we actually want you to be super committed, because the case studies, we have fresh new program, bro. I'm not gonna lie. So the first case studies we push out have to be hella big. So if you wanna be a big ass case study and you know for yourself you can commit yourself to this, then bro, I'll see you inside.